Hey, it's Nicholas with the Backyard TARDIS here with some more reactions. Today I've just been pumping out a bunch of reactions that I wanted to do. I did one for Sonic Prime, I did one for the Mario movie, and now Bad Batch Season 2 is going to be my last one that I'm recording today. Probably release these out over the week, so. But, I like Star Wars. I mean, hey, Scarif Scuttlebutt Podcast, got this shirt right here on me. Bad Batch Season 1. I saw a lot of people really be lukewarm on Bad Batch Season 1, and admittedly, it got a little kiddie at a few moments. However, I thought the animation, top notch. I thought a good portion of the story, top notch. It had those kiddie moments, yeah. But how many people say Rebels is their favorite animated show? The first season of Rebels was really kiddie. I know a lot of people that started Rebels didn't make it halfway through the first season and quit the show. And yet it's that last episode or two of the first season where the show hits its stride and you go, whoa, and this. And there were some moments like that. Like the ending of Bad Batch Season 1 was really good. There were a few key moments in Bad Batch Season 1 where you're like, wow, this is intense. There's a lot of drama here. Yes, Omega's cute and all this stuff, and everybody's like, I don't know how this is gonna. What are they gonna do with Boba Fett? Is it gonna get goofy? Is it gonna get silly? Everybody's worried about that. But I look at Clone Wars took about 3.5 seasons to really catch its stride. It wasn't until the third season it really got good. And I mean, admittedly, I think it's the ending of the first season had a good one. Whenever Cad Bane first showed up, I thought that was a really good story arc. That's what hooked me with that show. But the overall show, the quality, consistency, and stuff like that, around season 3 is when you started having more episodes landing than not, and the animation started getting a little bit better, and it just started to mature a little bit more. Rebels did that with one season. I'm hoping this does the same. And I've not watched the second season of Resistance. I've only made it halfway through one season of Resistance. I'm gonna sit down and force myself to do it at some point, but I have heard from those who have done that the second season of Resistance is a much better show. So that just tells me that there's just this thing of they have this tendency of starting these shows a little more kiddie friendly to bring on the new kid audience, to attract them, and then they adult it up pretty fast. Because not only are they going to get older, but once they're hooked, they're hooked. And little kids will watch anything, realistically, in a lot of ways. So I think they do a little stuff to hook them initially, and then once they got them hooked, then they put some of the deeper stuff in there. And kids, once they're watching the show, they're not going to just stop. So that's to me, I think what they do that's been the Filoni production team's strategy with these shows. So I honestly think that we're going to get some serious lore. And the Bad Batch is happening. It's interesting because we have stuff like Andor, and we have stuff like Rebels, which are all kind of 5 years before A New Hope, that period, up to A New Hope. But the Bad Batch are, starting right after Clone Wars. So they're going to be stretching that first 10 years after, meeting up to Andor, meeting up to Rebels. And so there's a lot of room to play in there, more than there is in the Rebels period, because we've got such more vastness, and this is kind of the era that Obi-Wan played in. I was not thrilled with that, but maybe we could see some of the hints might have actually be setting up with this. So I'm really excited. Let's just get into this. Oh, wow. That's just gorgeous. Whoa. What are those things? Giant crab things? I love their banter. Oh, here comes Tech. Omega looks a little older, a little more capable.
So, this is the top team. The rogue clones on the run from the Empire, huh? Hello. How juicy.
Who's that
The
character?
Empire's growing stronger. We should be doing more.
You want to really be free? Then pull off this heist, and you can have a future.
Rumors are more and more clones have been questioning the Order.
Then they are traitors, like the Jedi.
You all gave up everything because of me.
We made the right choice, Omega. But there are others out there who need our help.
What sort of treachery is this?
Stay back!
Oh. Okay. Remember him from Clone Wars?
The enemy. The Empire seeks to establish peace and order throughout the galaxy.
Peace. Peace was never an option. We're soldiers.
Interesting.
We do what needs to be done.
You know what makes us different? We make our own choices. What do you need, Rex? Any chance I can use you for a mission?
Parents, The Bad Batch. New season streaming January 4th, only on Disney+.
Okay. Yeah, see? What did I say? They're hinting at a lot of deeper stuff. A lot of stuff doing with, like, the foundation of the rebellion. Going way before the stuff you see with, like, this is just, like, seeing probably, like, the pre-rebellion. The stuff that has to do with people who didn't survive. People who were unsuccessful at starting the rebellion. This is showing, like, how did Rex end up with that crew out in the desert? Like, what did he do in between there? How did Ahsoka become Fulcrum? Like, we haven't seen that. This is a show that can show us that. This can show the path that was talked about in Obi-Wan. That wasn't a great show, but, like, this is interesting because one of the things that I want to see, because a lot of people get upset. We saw Ezra, we've shown Ahsoka, we've shown the guy from the video game. I can't remember his name right now. Everybody's gonna rage at me. We keep seeing all these Jedi, and everyone's like, when Yoda says, "Last of the Jedi you'd be," and these people survived Order 66, but did they survive the Inquisitors and Vader? I mean, because we saw that in Obi-Wan. Like, these Inquisitors are actively killing Jedi quite frequently. Like, they're going down, tag teaming them, taking them out. And Vader's doing the same. Like, he's going out and hunting down Jedi and eliminating them. So, it'd be interesting to see that this is a time period when we can have a lot of Jedi on Sith battles. We can see a bunch of Inquisitors fighting Jedi and winning. We can see a bunch of Vader fighting Jedi and winning. Sometimes the Jedi can win. And that's one of the things that's really interesting. Everybody talks about how prequels, you know the outcome. Obviously, you can't kill off Vader. But they can create Inquisitors we haven't seen that they could kill off. And whether or not the Jedi will win is always up in the air. Like, because the Jedi could win and run, or the Jedi could die. Because at any point, the idea is that most of these characters don't survive. They're not active members of the rebellion. So that means that at some point, they do die fighting the Empire. But when? We haven't seen how that happens. So the floodgates are open. And it's, once again, like, people are... The focus is not the Jedi, but it's there. It's sprinkled in. There's just... we're talking about clones, and they're going off on their missions. But just that little bit of sprinkling in just opens it up. It makes it feel Star Wars. I am super hyped about this. So we've got Sonic Prime coming in about 4 days. We've got this coming out in a couple of weeks. So we'll get that, and then I'll have this. And then after all this, we get to look forward to some, I believe, potentially, I believe Mandalorian Season 3 is coming out next. Maybe I don't know that right. But then we got the Mario movie coming out. And at some point we're going to get like that Knuckles live action. I am super hyped for this next year. Like, we are going into 2023 with great content. And you haven't been able to say that in a couple years. It was... there's been good stuff, but not from the typical stuff. Like, we're gonna admit, like, some of the Marvel shows lately have not been up to par. Star Wars shows not been up to par. Now, Andor is good for what it is, but it does not scratch the Star Wars itch in any way, shape, or form. It's good sci-fi, but to me, I don't feel any more attached to Star Wars when I'm watching it than I do when I watch Lost in Space. It's great sci-fi, but it's just yeah. But this got me hyped. I'm glad. This is I want more Star Wars animation because I love it so much, and this is a good prime period to do that, where you still get to have the Jedi, you still get to have all of that adventure, where you're not locked into the world needs to look like this because this is what it looks like in A New Hope, and you're also not locked into the world needs to look like this because this is what it looked like in Revenge of the Sith. We are far enough out of that now with Season 2 that we can start looking different, but we're also far away enough from 5 years out from A New Hope that we don't have to just look like that. So this is just good. I'm excited. 2023. Let's go. Hope everybody's having a good day, and I'll catch you in the next video.